James.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the NCRA Sports Network, live from TRAZ Powell Stadium with the first week playoffs, here with Damian Hunt and Coach DC. Guys, we're in for a big one. The Rockets are getting ready to come out, and they're going to show how we play ball in Dade County. We're down at TRAZ Powell, Miami-Dade, and we're looking forward to this barn burner, this playoff game number one. What do you think about this, DC?
Yeah, Glenn, I tell you, it's an excellent opportunity for the Mavericks to be down here in Dade County facing one of the top teams, not only in the state, but in the nation in Miami Central. So, you know, this could be very interesting. We'll see how it goes early on.
Well, we're going to be competing here with the band, but that's okay because this is high school football at its best, and you're listening and watching the number one high school broadcast company in the nation, the NCRA Sports Network. Here come district champions, the Rockets. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back after this break for the kickoff. You're watching the NCRA Sports Network.
Come on down to Bruce Room. Great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. Found the right place. Come on down to Bruce Room. Great taste is just the beginning.
And we're back to live action, ladies and gentlemen, with Damian Hunt and Coach DC. This is going to be a big game. First week of the playoffs. Damian, what do you think is going to go on tonight?
I think this should be a huge game. This should be a well, like you said, a barn burner. But not for excitement for Archbishop Mccarthy. I talked to Coach Walker during preseason, prior to the game, and he's looking for them to give them the best that they can give. But they're in for a task.
Well, here we go. Here's the kickoff.
Coach, we're starting the game with a slight drizzle tonight. A little light sprinkle, nothing to affect the game truly.
We've got Central Rockets kicking off. To Archbishop. This kicker will kick it to the earth, and he kicks a burner right through the end zone. He's good to kick a field goal from that distance, though.
Oh, yeah, Coach, he didn't hit that well, but he hit it hard. It was like a missile. It went right between the guy's legs.
Coach, he kicks a country mile, no doubt about it, and with velocity and with a lot of air under it as well.
Well, let's see the Archbishop McCarthy High School coming out first on offense, starting first down at their own 20-yard line. Their coach, the Mavericks.
Looks like they're in a spread.
Fake to give the zone read. Quarterback takes the ball, number 7. That's Brandon License.
Yeah, that was a gain of about 9 yards, Coach.
And they do a very unusual motion there, Coach, almost like a yo-yo motion of arena football with number 1, France. I believe that's Petit Papa, and it was very, very intriguing. I like to see different stuff.
Well, here you go, second down, less than 1 yard. Mavericks have the ball on their own 29.5-yard line. Brandon is under center. He's looking to his right, a quick little over the hash. Incomplete. I think he heard footsteps.
Coach, he felt footsteps as well. I mean, I think that's by DeJuan Hunt. And he's actually spelled his last name the same way I do, because he might be my little cousin. I mean, he didn't want any part of that. And I mean, that was a great lick by number 2 Hunt.
Coach, that was an excellent call by Coach Walker over there. They just didn't execute it, but that was an excellent call. It was definitely there.
Here we go. It's 3rd down and very short. Mavericks' first possession of the game.
Looks like they're going to do that little Purdue motion again.
I think I would have actually gone for a hard count, but hey, that's me.
Running an option to the right-hand side. Brandon is off there. He picks up about 2 yards in the first down.
And this is a young man, number 7, Brandon Vincent. Coach Walker raved a lot about. He told him whatever you need him to play, he'll play it. Offense, defense, special teams. If you want him to go out there and kick, he would. So that's a very, very good ball player and a great athlete over there for Archbishop McCarthy.
Coach, that was a very good first series for Archbishop.
Yeah, backed him up. And Brandon Vincent is a quarterback and a free safety. He's also a junior. Only a junior, so he'll be coming back next year. 1st and 10 from about their 33-yard line. Brandon takes the ball. It's a quarterback draw right up the middle. He heads up the right side and picks up another first down, picks up about 12 yards.
That's excellent, Coach. They got Central off balance right now. That's what they're going to have to keep up all night, Coach.
Well, they sure will, because they keep that offense off the field. They'll do all right. As long as they put Central's offense on the field, Cook and Yarby. It's a track meet.
And thus far, they've only tried one pass attempt, that being the Mavericks. And so, I mean, it's really look like they're putting a little confusion in the minds of the Rockets right now.
Under center again, like he has Paul Boy in the backfield. A 22 set. Little quick drop over the middle again. He tries it and almost gets it picked off.
Yes, by my little cousin, number 2, Hunt. I tell you one thing. I mean, had Hunt turned around a split second earlier, that was actually an interception. He threw it slightly behind the receiver.
Coach, Cook is not even on the field right now, and he's one of their starting defensive backs. He's not even on the field at the moment.
We have an injury report on him. Is he okay? Is he healthy?
He looked very healthy in pregame, but I don't see him on the field.
Maybe they're saving him up.
I do see him on the sideline, Coach.
It's 2nd down and 10. Mavericks with the ball. Quarterback is trying another draw. He's scrambling around. Brandon is scrambling harder. He's getting around. He's not going to make it to the edge, and he loses about 12 yards. He is not going to catch the edge.
No, Coach, you got to go north and south against this speedy team. You can't go side to side or you lose.
Absolutely, Coach. And again, Rockets is not just their mascot. They're fast.
Yeah, Coach, when you go side to side, you're going to lose that race.
He brings up about 3rd and 23. Now we'll see what kind of arm and read this young man has. And, folks, you can hear those drums. They're right on us.
Coach, you
Coach.
feel the drums.
It's live.
Gotta love it.
3rd and 21.
Brandon's back
Looks
to
like
pass.
a screen.
Middle screen, but number 50 staying home. Didn't have anything to do with it, and I know we called number 50's name a lot. Keon Burgess, defensive lineman, junior, 5'11", 235 pounds for the Central Rockets.
Very smart play by Burgess. The way that he actually makes sure he stayed with the screen, and with that very elusive running back there. And we'll see what now.
Well, it looks like the coach for the Mavericks played safe, little pop passes, little screens, and let the quarterback run first series.
Coach, we got Cook back deep.
Okay, Mr. Excitement.
He's got a chance. He's got a chance.
You know he's grabbing it.
He's got
There
a
he goes.
chance.
Oh,
He's
wow,
got
there
a
he
chance.
I think he.
That's
There
just
he goes.
see, look out.
Oh!
He's close. Take it all the way. That
Wow.
was a 65-yard punt return. Oh
Coach,
my.
I remember you guys telling me about this young man. And I tell you right now, I just got chills.
I got goosebumps, man.
Coach, did you see that peel back block? And it was legal, Coach. It was a legal, Coach. There was no penalty, no nothing on that. I mean, that was all you could possibly handle. Great job by taking that to the house.
That was poor Trevor Taylor of the Mavericks that took that shot.
He took that like a man too, Coach.
Yeah, he took it like a man, Coach.
Woo! Oh,
Hey,
my
Coach.
goodness.
Cook is exciting, Coach.
Coach, everything about that. I mean, from the punt, literally from the punt, knowing that you're going to be kicking to a number 4 Cook, it's going to be a problem every time. It's going to be exciting whether he touches the ball or not.
Every time they kick it to him, if they don't stay in their lanes, even if they do stay in their lanes, they're going to have a problem.
Coach, it's called go for it on 4th down. He's rolling out.
It was a fake. He stays tightrope down the sideline. It's 6 points. But I don't know if that's going to matter at the end of the game. But they did miss the 2-point extra conversion.
Well, it was
It's
a bad
now
snap, Coach. Low
6
snap.
to nothing. The low snap.
We had a low snap.
Absolutely, and I mean, again, you have. I mean, that's very critical to a kicker that can actually boot a mile.
It is important to be able to get that. As you can see, it's 8:20 in the first quarter. The Rockets 7, actually 6. That's the wrong story. The Rockets 6, and the Mavericks nothing.
And it looks like the kickoff is getting ready to be had here with Emilio.
Again, I'm Glenn Stout. I'm up here with Damian Hunt and Coach DC, and on the camera is Elijah Thompson, doing a great job with all the camera shots all year long. We're down here in Miami-Dade at TRAZ POWELL Stadium, covering the Rockets versus the Mavericks, first round of the playoffs, South Florida style. And we just saw Cook take a 65-yard punt to the house.
No, Coach, he took that home. he took that punt home.
Where that kick is going. Through the uprights, Coach.
There you go. You get the extra point one way or another.
He got it from 60 yards away.
That is a boot of a foot.
Well, the Mavericks will come out again just like they started the first series on the 20-yard line. This time with 8:20 on the clock.
Looks like Central made adjustments there in the second series, and they started going backwards. We'll see what happens. Now it's Archbishop's turn to make adjustments.
Bison's going to run that option again. He pitches it out. Number 4, Paul Boyd. Boyd might have enough for the first down. Nice little run on the edge.
That's pretty good speed by number 4 there, Boyd, of Archbishop McCarthy. He caught that corner, and I think he saw some of them rockets come at him. He put on his own set of rockets.
Yeah, Coach, he got the edge.
Picked up 9 yards to make it 2nd down and 1.
You got that edge for 9 yards. That was impressive, Coach. Now they got 2nd and short where you want to be if you're offensive coordinator.
Looks familiar from the last series. 2nd and 1 ended up being 4th and 23. I formation. Bad snap.
Just don't get cute.
Oh my goodness. Bad snap. And boy, they can get that 9 yards on first down, but you get them close to that yard marker, and all of a sudden they get paralyzed.
Yeah, Coach, look right now, early on, they're a pretty good first down team.
Yeah, but one thing you don't want to do, you want to make sure that you minimize the actual mistakes against this Central Rocket team. You definitely don't want too many mistakes, that's for sure.
It'll make it 3rd down and 3. You got Bison's back. He's going to run the option again to the left-hand side. He gives it to Boyd again. Boyd tries to catch the edge. He does. Picks up that first down. He picks up about 5 yards.
Yeah, Coach, I'm actually surprised they didn't call a horse collar on that particular play. That was very close, but that was a good job by number 11, Brandon Diaz, who also plays quarterback. So you have your linebacker / quarterback, and you're going to throw a touchdown, and he's going to save one as well.
That brings up 1st down and 10 from the 33-yard line. The Mavericks picked up their first down of the night, or 2nd first down of the night. Yeah, Bison's under center. He drops, two-step drop, looks to the right, left-hand side. He picks up number 4, Paul Boyd, for a completion.
That was a dangerous throw, Coach.
Yep, it was a little soft. It looks like Paul Boyd is going to be all over their player tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, you're looking for you want to catch your athletes and try to get them out there on the edge. The only thing is you have some Rockets out there waiting for you.
Yeah, Damian, it's they've gone back to their 50 defense. They opened the game in a 40, which is not normal for them. They're back in their 50. We're going to see what they can do.
That brings up 2nd and 6. Bisons is back to throw, but he is going to be sacked. He's going to be manhandled down here by number 51.
Yep.
Raul Diaz.
Yeah, Coach, they're back in that 50 defense. That's their strength. Miami Central plays that 50 defense. They're really not a 40 team. And now with that being said, they pushed them back to 3rd and 14.
29-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 14.
That's a good. This is a good stand for Central Rockets. They're doing a great job of making sure that they stay disciplined and all.
You might have to go for it if you don't make it, Coach. Don't kick it to Cook again.
We're just under 6 minutes in the first quarter. The Rockets are leading 6-0. Mavericks have the ball in their second possession. It's 3rd and 13. Vixen's back. He's looking for a screen, but the screen is covered. Now he's scrambling for his life. He throws it out of the pocket and bounces it in there. It's going to make 4th and 13. They're going to be punting it back to Mr. Cook.
And I tell you,
Coach, kick it out of bounds.
And I'm telling you right now, with the way that he runs, he's going to be cooking. He's definitely going to be cooking.
There's a timeout on the field, and as they take a timeout, we too will take a timeout. You're watching high school sports from the NCRA Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Come on down to Bruce Room. Great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. You found the right place. Come on down to Bruce Room. Great taste is just the beginning.
You're watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports. NCRA Sports Network. We are back to live action. TRAZ Powell Stadium. Rockets against the Mavericks. Mavericks have 4th down. They're down by 6 points. 4th down and 13. And they are lined up to kick, and Mr. Cook is back there to return the punt. Again, last time he held the punt, he went 65 yards down the left sideline for a touchdown. Let's see if they're going to keep it away from him. They do.
That's the best punt of the day. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to Cook to even grab a fingertip on that ball. I'm telling you right now.
And we've seen Cook.
The flag.
Coach DC, we saw Cook down there when they played Northwestern, and he's not going to let the ball die. He will come up and snatch that ball and lull you to sleep and take it to the house.
Oh, yes, Coach. He's a ball hawk. He'll find that ball somewhere. You sleep, he's gone.
Coach, and there's a flag on the field, and it looks like it was toward the McCarthy, Archbishop Mccarthy sideline. So we're going to see exactly what this is going to be called.
Well, we're up, coming down to 5:33 in the game. And let's see what the call is going to be.
It looks like Central's going to run their first offensive play, Coach.
Yep, it's halfway through the first quarter, and they haven't touched the ball except on a punt.
Coach, it looks like there's some confusion going on as a holding on the Rockets. I guess that was on the kicking team. I'm on the receiving team. My apologies.
That just gives them 10 more yards of real estate to work with.
Right now, I'm telling you right now, right now, all that did was just help for stats for Central to come out to do something with.
Well, the Rockets have the ball on their own 45-yard line. That was a 10-yard, actually looks like 13-yard walk-off. I don't know how it could be a 13-yard walk-off. They didn't even snap the ball.
Coach, I'm learning right now, as a referee, you don't need to know how to count. You just need to go ahead and put on some stripes. So at this particular point, we seen a lot of bad calls. We see a lot of bad refereeing going on. Again, that was 3 yards too many.
They're going to bring the marker back. But
okay, Coach, and here we go. We got Archbishop on defense. We get to see what this Maverick defense is made of. See, can they slow down this high-powered Miami Central offense? And they're in the pistol already, Coach, with Yarby in the back.
Mr. Yarby plays everything on the field. Quite an athlete. Quarterback is Keith Reed. Sounds like dead silence without that band playing. Bam.
Beautiful play.
Quick in the backfield.
Number 6.
Number 6. That's Jesse Cortez. Strong safety linebacker senior out of Archbishop McCarthy.
There you go. That's what you want. And, of course, Coach, as you know, as Coach Walker had mentioned, you see number 7 as a safety, who's also the quarterback, actually on defense. But that was a good job by Cortez making that tackle. I don't see that happening too often, though.
No, he shot that gap, and hello.
They're playing a 33 defense, Coach. Looks like man free.
Keith Reed is back. He's got Yarby back in the backfield, split left 3.
I think every play they're going to blitz somebody, which is probably not a bad play.
They're bringing the whole package here.
Throws it out to number 5, Devontae Phillips, Gets back to maybe, picks up about 5 yards. It'll be second, third down, and about 7 or 8.
And, Coach, he's actually covered by Mitchell Morero. And I'm telling you right now, he's going to have a long night because Phillips is a beast of an athlete. We saw him doing pregame, Coach DC, and he was making amazing one-hand gliders.
I see a total mismatch with Phillips and number 21, who is on Archbishop's lineup, Michael Marino.
Third down and 7 with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. The Rockets lead 6-0. They're on their own 48-yard line.
The snap.
Throws out here just enough for the first down. That's number 5. Devontae Phillips picks up about an 11-yard gain. I'm sorry, about an 8-yard, 7-yard gain for the first down.
What I like about that, Coach Glenn, was that he actually knew where the marker was, and he made sure that when he broke off his route, he made sure that he was clear of the first down marker. That is great coaching. That is great job in making sure that you know where your whereabouts are on the football field.
Well, that'll bring up first down for the Rockets on the Mavericks' 43-yard line.
Coach, they're actually bringing in their safety right now. I think this is an accident. You don't really want Phillips by
blitz. They got 7-8 men in the box. Throw's going to be down the middle.
Oh, my gosh.
He overthrows him, but he was wide open.
He was wide open.
Coach, he was 7-11 open. I mean, that's a different open.
Put a little more arc on the ball and just wait a little longer.
That's it. I mean, and the thing is, it was one move and he was up the field. It wasn't a bunch of wiggle. It wasn't a bunch of shakes. Phillips just got one move and actually just ran past him.
Coach, I'll tell you, number 21, he's going to need a little help. That's just unfair for him to be matched up against Mr. Phillips over here. That's just not. Now they're going to cover 2, Coach. They're trying to give him a little help.
Coach, I think they need to go into a prevent defense.
That'll bring us second down and 10 for the Rockets on the 43-yard line of the Mavericks.
Yeah, that'll slow down some of that blitzing, Coach.
Snap is high. He's going to take the run. He's going to run with the ball down the right-hand side. He picks up a block down here. Picks up about 8 yards. He picked up a great block by Phillips.
Yes.
These boys love to crack back.
Yeah, they do, Coach. I mean, but again, as long as you do it legally, like they've been doing it tonight, great job. I mean, I think the only issue is that if the center can just get that snap down to his quarterback.
Yeah, Coach, that's what they're struggling at. The
time
center
is off.
Snap. His snap's high every time. Quarterback not able to look down the field because he's finding the football.
It makes it
but he's doing a good job in finding the football.
Empty set. Quads to the left.
Third down and a little under 3 yards.
Yeah, this is going to Phillips.
Post to the middle of the field, looks like, Coach. Looks like that's what I would be calling.
Right to the ref. Throws a little stop. Phillips got it again. knocks down number 21. He's going to take it to the house.
Coach,
That's a 43.
it's just not fair.
43-yard pass, 5-yard completion, goes 43 yards for a touchdown, Phillips.
And Coach, to be honest with you, that actually should have been a penalty at the end of that play because that was a horse collar, and then not to mention that was excessive. But at the same token, we had already known that was going to Phillips the way that they had that set up. It's going to be unfair, and I mean, I don't know what Coach Walker's going to have to plug up together to do something, but it's going to be a problem.
Coach, not only was it that, it was late in the end zone. That was a very late tackle, which should have been a 15-yard penalty, but it's not. But the damage is done.
I think that Phillips and the Central Rockets can handle it. They've been up against much worse, but you're right. You don't want to get anybody injured after the play, especially when you're coming down off of a big play like that and you're not paying attention.
Right, they switched number 9 to Phillips, and number 21's on the far side playing man on that side. So we'll see how he matches up against number 1.
Well, they're going to go for 2 again and try to get that point back they didn't get.
I see this is probably going to Yarborough. I've been calling all the offense pretty good, so.
Then there's Cook.
They're going to run an option to the right side, and Reed is going to get in the end zone.
Yes, he's in.
There you go. They picked up the 2 points. It's now 14-0.
The 2-point conversion is good.
And that makes the score Rockets 14, Mavericks 0 with 2:58 left in the first quarter.
Archbishop Mccarthy 0.
I tell you right now, this is going to be, and the thing is, to be honest with you, the Rockets have not even gotten into their full offense yet. You legitimately saw maybe 4 solid plays, and the majority of those went to Phillips.
Again, I'm Glenn Stout. I'm here with Damian Hunt and Coach DC. We're having a wonderful time this season. We've got over 75 live broadcasts. Our Wednesday broadcast at Brews Room, High School Sports Review. You guys kicked it out last Wednesday. Now, if you guys haven't seen it, watching the broadcast, you got to see these guys' predictions with my son Glenn Stout. They laid it out on the line. And somebody said, well, I won't say what they said. We're in a live broadcast. You're going to have to watch the recording because we're not biased for any team. We're all about every team, but it was big.
Well, Coach, as a receiver, and Coach DC, I know you know about this. As a receiver, your job is to lay it out. So that's exactly what we did. We laid out.
Coach,
and not
there's the
everybody-
kickoff. Through the uprights again.
Well, the Mavericks will take over again with
Right now, Coach, the Mavericks are having a matchup problem. The problem they're having is they don't match up. And that's just all to it because their size and speed does not match up with the size and speed of Miami Central. So therefore, they're having a matchup problem. And the matchup problem, you have those when you don't match up, Coach. So they're going to have to play something a little different on defense. You cannot man when you don't match up.
Well, I'm telling you right now, if the Mavericks can actually come out with what they've been doing for the first down consistently, they may actually have a decent drive.
it's first
There was a
down.
snap and he wasn't ready, Coach. Here he goes the other way, and he's down.
He's down for a loss of about 6-7 yards.
Quarterback was not ready for that snap, Coach. It hit him right in the chest, and he looked like he just got shot in the chest. I tell you right now, he was shocked and was not expecting that ball to hit him that fast.
And number 50, Keon Burgess, was in on another sack. Been all over the play. Another loss of about 7 yards for the
Yeah, Keon Burgess is playing a very smart football game. He's not just flowing, he's doing his assignment, and he's making plays, Coach.
Well, not only that, Coach, DC, you have to also take in consideration is that we're not even out of the first quarter. You know, to say that a play is all over the field so far is a great job by the coaching staff of Central Rockets.
2nd down and 17. Givens to number 1. That's his first call tonight. Bronze Petty Papa. He's a captain.
And he loses too, Coach.
Wrong direction.
Well, it looked like they were trying to do a double pass, Coach,
I saw that.
and it looked like it could be it was going to be something that they were trying to set up. But in order for you to set up a play like that, you need to have some form of positive feedback on other plays that you've called up.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 17.
Coach, it's been 3rd and long every 3rd down. And against a defense like Central, who's so fast, And that's a tall order. Very tall order.
Well, you got Bison's back there with Boyd. They've got a long ways to go. They need to pick it up something or some kind of yardage. Looking to the right, throw it over the middle, and he's wide open. He should have caught that ball. Number 9 is Marco Coley. And that went through his hands.
One thing, I mean, again, Coach Walker is trying to do everything he possibly can to try to get some form of a rhythm going. And early in the first quarter, they've actually had some type of success and with the zone read and the quarterback draw. And maybe they need to go back to that. But I tell you right now, it looks like Central has made their adjustments.
Yeah, Coach, and that was number 8 with the pressure on the quarterback from the Rockets. And that would be Malik Adams.
Well, here you go. Let's see what direction he punts the ball.
The snap, the kick, it's away from Cook towards the sideline, but Cook's chasing it. You better be careful because Cook still will pick it up.
Coach, it looked like he was itching to do it too.
Coach, he will.
He did pick it up after it was down. You know, that was an interesting rule that we learned in high school way back in the day. A touch is not a down. So our coaches taught us that if they came down and touched it, unless the whistle blew, pick that thing up because when they touch it, they go off. And we scored several touchdowns that other schools never picked up on because they never really downed the ball. Here we go.
Coach, if you touch it, if I pick it up and run 60 yards and fumble and you recover, I still get the ball because you touched it. It's a dead ball. I'm playing on house money there.
Well, you got the Rockets on their own 45-yard line with a minute 38 in the first quarter.
Okay, we got an empty set.
Not to mention, they look like they took number 21 off of Mr. Phillips.
Well, that track meet wasn't going to work. Give his
counter.
Yarby right up the middle. He's going to break it to
looks
the outside.
Looks like he's going to score, Coach.
He's going to take it if number 2 can catch him, which he might. Does a little inside move down to the 5-yard line. That was a 55-yard gain for Yarby.
That is amazing.
It's going to be first down and goal from the 5-yard line. And I think we've watched the Rockets a total of 3 or 4 offensive plays. And it's going to get ready to be another in the end zone.
Coach, I really, the thing is, again, I'm a competitor like everybody else, but I really feel sorry for what Archbishop McCarthy has to do. This is a task. This is a daunting task.
Coach, I go back to it, Coach. They're just outmanned. And when you're outmanned, they're putting up the best battle they can at this moment. And that battle's not going to be good enough tonight.
Well, certainly Rockets are state contenders here. You've got Reed that throws it off right in there wide open. That was number 18. I believe that's number 18 for the Rockets.
Well, he had his chance there, Coach. He could run or throw.
Roderick Carter for the reception, about a 5-yard touchdown pass. Let's see if they go for 1 or 2. This kicker is going to kick it over the sign in the back, the scoreboard.
He may actually kick this over the locker room.
This may go in the lake, Coach, in the canal. There is a canal that runs to the south side of the stadium, so we may have to put a net up there to keep Emilio out of it. The snap down, the kick is up, and it clears the track.
And you'll see with 1:11 remaining in the first quarter, the Rockets are up 21 to the Mavericks 0.
We're prepared for the kickoff. Here goes Emilio again. He'll probably put this one about 10 or 12 yards deep out of the end zone. Not in the end zone, but out.
Well, Coach, that's the sad part because legitimately Central Rockets are the only team that's ready for the kickoff because I don't see Archbishop McCarthy lining up. Oh, here they go.
Well, Coach, Archbishop, they've realized at this point of the game that they're going to play their hardest and give their all, that they're up against one of the powerhouses, not only in the state of Florida, but in the nation. So, I look for them to battle their hearts out, but Central's just a little much tonight. Tall order here. another through the uprights.
Coach,
The kid is a weapon, Coach.
Coach, I would really hate to actually be kicked by him by accident. He would probably break every bone, including your tibia, which is the strongest bone in your body. I think he could probably just break that when one foul's quick.
Coach, he does kicks. His kicking ability is better than some of the kickers, most of the kickers at the college level.
And as we saw in the pros as well.
And what's interesting is we just did an academic playing the game seminar mentoring session today at Piper High School in Sunrise. And one of the things we talked about is having your athletic ability pay for your education. Well, that young man's athletic ability, his right foot, is going to definitely pay for his college education.
Without a doubt.
Here we go with the Mavericks back with the ball, a familiar place, 1st and 20 on their own 20.
And there's a delay, it looks like.
Delay a game, they're trying to regroup. It's 1:11 left in the first quarter. The Rockets leading 21-0.
And that's something that the Mavericks cannot afford.
You don't want to give Central gasoline on a fire, and right now they're giving Central rocket fuel.
Here's a zone read. He's in the backfield. He's bottled up.
And a fleet of Rockets were in on that play, led by number 91
and number 50.
That was Carlin Clark, and yes, sir, number 50 also. Number 50 has been legitimately all over the place. Keon Burgess, absolutely stupendous.
Lost about 3 yards on that play. It brings up 2nd down and about 18.
Yes, Coach, Keon Burgess is a fine football player. I'm enjoying watching him.
So is he.
There's a toss, double pass, throw back to the quarterback. He's got something, but it is chopped down.
Number 28 puts the hit on the quarterback. Number 28 for the Rockets.
Coach, that's Stephen Duran.
And actually, by number 7, by Vincent, I'm telling you right now, Vincent actually came back up hobbling a little bit. He's a little like he took a nice little lick. And as for the Archbishop McCarthy, you definitely don't want your quarterback making those type of hits.
A little gimpy.
That was a Charlie Horse tackle.
Yeah, Coach, and they gained about 14 yards, and it's still 3rd down and 5, 3rd and 4.
Well, we're the end of the first quarter. The Rockets are up 21-0. As they take a break, we too will take a break. Stay with us. You're watching high school sports on the NCRA Sports Network.
Come on down to Bruce Room. Great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. You found the right place. Come on down to Bruce Room. Great taste is just the beginning.
There are over 1,800 colleges and universities in the nation. There are over 10 million high school student athletes that graduate each year. Only 0.08% of these student athletes that graduate receive full scholarships.
And we're back to live action. Beginning of the second quarter, the Rockets lead 21-0, and Mavericks have the ball on their own 25-yard line.
It's a load option, and it's tackled for about a 6-yard loss, Coach. That'll make it 4th and 10, and cook time again.
Here we go.
Yeah, Coach, and he's more like a microwave than he is a crock pot. I tell you that right now. He gets things moving real fast.
Yeah, Coach, he can get it done in a microwave second.
He's back there with number 18, Roderick Carter, up short.
Choose your poison, Coach. Kick it out at the 30 or kick it to Cook.
Just don't kick it into the circle.
I would kick it to the referee, and hopefully he can do something for you.
Or kick it as high as you can for about 30 yards. The snap, the kick, he's kicking for the sideline. I don't think he got it out, did he?
Oh, watch out.
Yes, he got it out
And I
about
tell
the
you one
49.
thing, Coach Cook still got the ball.
He's always around it, Coach. He's looking to pick it up. You slip, he'll take it.
Coach, if they would have let him take that out of bounds, I'm telling you right now, he probably would have taken it.
Well, the Rockets will take over on first down at their own 49-yard line. 10:55 in the second quarter. And let's see if the Mavericks can slow them down to maybe 3 or 4 offensive plays.
Well, Coach Cook is no longer at the receiver spot. He's now lined up in the backfield with the quarterback. That 1-2 punch they have in Yarby and Cook is just incredible.
Oh, my, you're right.
This could be danger.
Coach, it is dangerous.
Right now, the Mavericks just don't match up with the Rockets.
And they're hanging on by a thread right now, and they really didn't. Oh, here he goes.
And
Here's the Cook up the middle. The flag is on
there's
the
a
flag.
flag.
It's going to come back, but that's almost a 20-yard gain for Cook. But it's going to
Coach,
come back.
to be honest with you, Cook is one of those players that he would actually get the yardage whether you block for him or not. And I mean, and at the same time, the Central Rockets do a great job in making sure that they stay hat on the hat. I didn't see it holding on that play, but nonetheless, I am about 50 feet up in the air right now. So, but my thing is, you got a special young man in Yarby and a special young man in Mr. Cook, and that is a phenomenal 1-2 punch that you have right there.
Coach, we usually have a thunder and lightning punch on most teams. They have lightning and lightning.
Bolt of lightning and excessive bolt of lightning. I like the way Cook runs. When he comes through the line, not only is he strong, but he turns that body just like you were talking about Tice.
Right.
Northwestern makes that target smaller. And he just showed us how he did that. That's where he picked up about 7 more yards because he carried those guys.
This is a lightning storm. I like that. I call it a lightning storm right now.
That was a spot foul because it'll bring up first down and 19.
Coach, I think Cook may just get this all on this play right now if not taking this out to the house.
Zone read, give to Cook up the middle. They do catch him. He picks up a few yards.
About 4. About 4 there, Coach.
And with the standards of Mr. Cook, that's actually a negative play.
Bring up second down and about 16.
Yeah, Damian, that was excellent defense by the Mavericks. They haven't had a lot of shining plays, but, they've had a couple good plays. Other than that, it's been a track meet. But, they're making plays here and there. If they can keep making a few more plays, they can kind of control Central off the scoreboard for a while.
Coach, the only way I see them controlling is when they go to halftime.
Reed is back with Cook. Takes a 2-step drop. He throws it out to the out pattern out there. It's one missed tackle. It's number 1 out there putting the moves on everybody, doing a dance. That's Tavius Brown Jr. He's a junior wide receiver, 5'8", 162 pounds.
Coach, one thing you can look at these Central Rocket skilled players, when they touch the football, they're not looking for a place to fall. They're looking for the end zone. And that's one thing that will help them down the road a bit when they play some of the stronger teams that match up a little better.
They've got the ball first down on the Mavericks' 39-yard line.
And you gotta enjoy the way Mr. Reed is actually orchestrating the offense right now.
Another 3-step drop. He looks to the left. Ball's through his hands. It was a nice throw. Number 5, Devontae Phillips.
Yeah, because that was a missile. That was a rocket. He threw a rocket on that one.
Second down and 10 from the Mavericks' 39-yard line. 9:22 left in the second quarter. It's 22-21 Rockets.
Look out.
Mavericks nothing. Cook has the ball. He's going to cut it to the corner. They've got him. We've got another penalty on the line of scrimmage. Cook picks up about 15, 16 yards, but I think it's going to be brought back.
I think right now it looks like Central is just trying to keep this interesting. Mavericks can't stop them, so they'll stop themselves.
Well, the thing is, with the flags, they're slowing Central down, but Central, every time they touch the ball is a first down. It's just first and 19 after that, or first and 20 after that.
And the problem is, every time they throw the flag, it's stopping the clock.
Right.
The last thing the Mavericks want to happen is the clock stopping.
Right. They don't want the clock to stop in this one, Coach.
Well, Coach,
I don't want the clock to stop in this one.
But I tell you one thing: if Central continue to score, the clock won't stop. And that's because they're running clock.
That was a 15-yarder. That had to be a personal foul. That was a dangerous one. It must have been a personal foul. That was a 15-yard walk-off. That'll bring up, looks like second down again and about 25.
Make that 26, Coach. It was a 16-yard mark-off. It was a 16-yard mark-off. Second down, 26.
Right now it's 21-0 Rockets with 9 minutes in the second quarter.
Just under 9 minutes in the second quarter.
Here comes the blitz. They're showing blitz. Here they come. He's looking deep. He's got a man wide open down the middle, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by number 7.
And he's got a lane. He could go to the house. No, he won't. Ball on the ground.
But they recover. That's number 7, the quarterback, Brandon Bissons, who's playing both ways.
Coach, we talked about that. Coach Walker said that he will play wherever he wanted to play. I mean, that was a late throw by Mr. Reed, but I tell you one thing, Vincent did a good job in eyeing that ball. He undercut it, and I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at the way Vincent's body posture is right now, Coach. He looks a little banged up right now, and it's only the second quarter. That's not a good look right now for the Mavericks.
Yeah, Coach, and that was a great interception. The quarterback, he had Devontae Phillips running down the middle of the field wide open, and he just grossly underthrew him and hit the defender right in the hands.
Bissons climbed the ladder nicely and caught the ball in the tip of his hands. Looks like he's not doing real well. He's moving slow. He gives to the tailback right up the middle.
And number 45, Coach, way to field.
Big hit. Marcus Couch.
Yes, sir. Coach Marquise did a great job in making sure he filled, he hit, he wrapped, he took down. Exactly what you want your linebacker to do. Great job by that young man.
Yes, Coach. Marquise was playing downhill. And when he came downhill, down went the running back.
Bring up second down and 9.
There's a little wing play.
Number 11.
And he only picks up about 3, Coach.
Brandon Diaz for the Rockets runs down Franz Petit Papa for a 3-yard gain.
Because they're pulling out all the tricks, but it's not really working right about now.
Not playing their regular season competition where they can probably hit the edge against those guys. They're in a different league now, Dade County football, right? 305.
That's right, 305, Coach. When you go east and west on these guys, they can run east and west with the best of them. So, he ran a long way, but he only gained 2 yards, Coach.
That brings up 3rd and 7. Wow. He's going to be hit and drop for a loss. There's nowhere for quarterback Bissons to go.
And he's extremely frustrated, Coach. He's not getting a lot of help out there.
That'll bring up 4th down and about 12 yards. And they are definitely going to go for it. Down 21.
Why not, Coach? Whatever you do, don't kick it to Cook.
6:35 remaining in the second quarter. Rockets
There's
are
a
up.
Penalty. I think there's a flag on the Rocket sideline.
Okay. Backing them up.
Sideline warning.
Yep, sideline penalty.
There's a sideline warning against the Rockets here. So the next sideline warning, they will be penalized.
Okay. Again, it's 4th down. 12 yards. Let's see what his quarterback Pistons can do with this ball. Very important that he gets that first down or something else.
Quarterback's rolling to the right. He's in trouble. He's in big trouble. He gets away.
Wow.
He's running.
Wow.
He's scrambling. He fires.
Who's he throwing
and
it
is
to?
almost intercepted.
Now, if that was a throw to number 21, that was a little off the target.
And right now, as they change sides of the ball, changes possession, we have an update on the score here around the county, Dade and Broward. We have the score in the second quarter. Cypress Bay 21, Deerfield Beach 0.
Oh, gosh, this sounds like the Rockets-Mavericks game. Are you serious? Deerfield, what are you doing out there?
And we also have a score, American Heritage Jackson leads American Heritage 13-10 in the second quarter, along with Northwestern 21, Hollywood Hills 0 in the second quarter.
And Coach, one more score at the end of the first. Dillard 14, New Orleans 7.
Oh,
Broward County ball. Oh,
That's a 9-5 board showing up for one game.
Northeast leads Dwyer by a score of 3-0 late in the first quarter.
Defensive game.
Booker T leads North Broward Prep 21-0 first quarter.
Sounds about like this game.
so right now it seems to be the end thing to be 21-0 right now. So,
Coach, the only shocker we have here is Dillard over New Orleans thus far, which is a little surprising.
Very surprising.
no, Coach, I must say I am surprised that Deerfield's losing as bad as they are. So no, there is another shocker there.
I didn't really think that was going to be a shocker there, Coach.
I said it was a shocker.
Can you tell you can tell where the alumni come from up here. Okay, we've got action on the field. The Rockets have the ball at their own 34-yard line with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. They're up 21-0.
That update has been updated again, Coach. It's Booker T. Washington 35, North Broward 0.
35 from 21, 14 quick ones.
Quick ones, Coach.
Those updates are brought to you by Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, a 501c3.
Bubble.
Throws it out here to number 18. He picks up more. He's going to go down the sideline, and he is just barely stopped. That was number 18 for the Central Rockets, Roderick Carter, and he picks up about 20 yards.
And Coach,
15 yards and the first down.
And Glenn, he was actually taken down by number 7, the quarterback. Again, I mean, he's playing a little bit of everything, and I'm telling you right now, if he keeps going at this pace, Coach, I don't see him making it out of this game. And I don't want to wish bad on anybody, but, Coach, he's been taking a lot of big hits.
Bring up
Coach,
first down from the 50-yard line.
Well, Damian, the speed is just incredible out there.
The give is to Cook. Nope. Yep, that is Cook. He picks up another first down.
And there's the flag.
A lot of laundry.
Yeah, well, I see who actually committed that foul, because number 73 is clinching his helmet.
See what the call is.
One thing we got to realize, Coach, the officials have to realize there's more than one team playing this game. You cannot tell me that the Rockets are committing all these fouls and Archbishop are not they're not committing any. So there are two teams playing out here. So let's get those flags going both ways.
You can always tell when someone that coached for Central is talking on the microphone, and that's Coach DC right there.
Well, you know what? The refs may be doing that, but they certainly aren't helping the Mavericks by stopping the clock.
Either, Coach.
Because I don't care if it's 1st and 9 or 1st and 90. They can break it from anywhere. Reed throws it out to the wide there. Number 1 is trying to break a tackle.
And he does.
He does. Little scat back. That's Tavius Brown. And we've got a coach up here for Central talking about being in the weight room. He's exactly right.
Coach, that was phenomenal. I mean, that's what you want from your special players. And I'll tell you right now, Mr. Brown Jr. did a good job in eluding his tackler. But I tell you right now, this is about to be a problem. And somebody need to go. They're going to have to give Archbishop a tourniquet to stop the bleeding. Because right now they're giving them everything that Archbishop can handle, and they can't handle much more.
Got second down in about a short 1.5.
He fakes it, hands it off to Cook.
Cook picks it up.
Whoa, did you see that move?
Got one block.
He is gone,
He's
Coach.
Take it to the house. That's a 42-yard touchdown run by Cook.
Coach, it was
42, 43, 65. Add them up. Cook is probably pushing 200 yards in the first half.
That was 42 yards in a flash.
Coach, again, that microwave second that you just spoke of, that's exactly what it is. I mean, that's not a meal. That's exactly what you want. I mean, the thing is, you want to make sure that you get the ball in your special athlete's hand. And I don't think there is another more special player than Mr. DALVIN Cook outside of his counterpart, Mr. Yarby.
I saw something real interesting when Cook was taking it to the edge. The receiver knew he didn't have the block, put his hands up so he would notify the ref that there will not be a block in the back or a holding piece of laundry go down on the field, and Cook just went right by him. He didn't even need to make a block.
Absolutely. And, Coach, one thing you have to take into consideration in this is, too, Coach, I want to make sure that I say this as well. Coach, for the year, Yarby and Mr. Cook, well over 1,900 yards combined rushing yardage. Coach, that is absolutely amazing. They're sharing time, and both of them have well over 980 yards. That is ridiculous.
And you'll see the score with 4:28 left in the second quarter. The Rockets are up 28. The Mavericks 0. You're watching the NCRA Sports Network. We've got myself, Glenn Stout, Damian Hunt, and Coach DC up in the box, and I can see Coach DC is over here busy writing down box scores. While they're talking to the Mavericks over there, I'm sure Coach is telling them, when you get the ball, stay in bounds.
Coach, I'm pretty sure they're saying get the ball and go to the buses. Because right now, this is about Coach, it's 28 zip, 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first half. Coach, they haven't even broken skin yet.
No, they haven't. And they'll get all their players in.
Coach, I'm going to see if Coach Lockett will let me put on some pads and maybe I can go out there and play.
There you go, just short of a field goal.
Wow.
Young man has got one heck of a leg. It'll bring up first down and 10 for the Mavericks on their own 20-yard line.
My 220 days behind me.
We're having a great time over here with Central coaches. I mean, it's a family affair up here. I mean, we're having a great time. Though I'm from Broward County, I feel like I'm part of the 305 right now. Coach, this is absolutely amazing. The beautiful weather. The TRAZ Powell Stadium is gorgeous. The people have embraced us up here at NCRA Sports. Absolutely phenomenal. This is what football, high school football is all about.
Well, you know that we've covered the Central Rockets twice already, once against Booker T when Yarby took it, and the second time when they took it to the Bulls in Sun Life Stadium. These coaches are doing a heck of a job up here calling the game.
Here we go,
and
Coach.
we got them in the dark spot.
We got them
so
going.
thanks for letting us in, Coach.
Pass.
Well, not only that, Coach, one thing you have to take in consideration, too, is number 79 actually just got away with the biggest holding that was not called by the referees of Archbishop. I mean, he actually just went and just took him down. And that's it.
Well, we're at 4 minutes and 11 seconds in the second quarter. Archbishop will need to hold on to this ball and get a couple of sustained drives, first downs. Otherwise,
Coach, I'm sorry.
He cranks one deep. That's a punt, and it's a drop interception.
Oh, my goodness.
Coach, I'm sorry. But again, number 79 just got away with, I mean, literally the police actually probably should
that was a mugging, Coach.
Coach, that was a mugging. And again, not calling. Coach, it isn't anything that you're not seeing. He's out there by himself dragging the man down because he can't deal with the speed. But right now, I think the referees are just content to just try to get through the half, and that's it.
Yeah, that's been 2 in a row. You're absolutely right, Damian. And it may be just as well protect the Mavericks.
Yeah, I guess they figured that, you know what, we're not going to stop the clock.
They stopped it anyways on an incomplete pass.
It's 28-0 here. Rockets on top.
3rd and 10. Bison's rolling to his left.
He's in trouble.
He throws a quick one. Almost picked off.
That's probably the 4th interception Central has dropped tonight. It keeps hitting them in a bad place, Coach, right in the hands.
And once again, the Mavericks stopped the clock with a 4th down, and they're going to get ready to turn it over and kick it back to Mr. Cook.
Yeah, more importantly, they kick it back to Mr. Cook. Coach, I say take a safety here. Coach, at this point of the game, no disrespect to Central, but I would take a safety and kick off.
I mean the Mavericks.
They're definitely trying to find that sideline, and they didn't find it.
He's going to kick a
and
low
he stays
driver.
up.
There you go. Number 45.
Great coverage with number 45.
The gunner, number 45, comes down.
But I'm telling you right now, it looked like Mr. Cook wanted Carter to pitch that ball
To
back.
lateral the ball.
and get so he could take it.
Coach, I actually thought he was going to, which would have been a great move.
Probably would have been a great move, but at the same time, you never know. The ball is an oblong object. It never bounces the way that you want it to bounce, and I tell you right now.
Coach, but the coaches will take that if you're trying to get it to Cook.
That was a junior, number 45, Nick Mccarthy, that made that. He's a gunner, obviously, on the punt, and he was down there, and he manned up and took him down to the ground. But you're right. It looked like it was going to be a little pitch back.
At least Cook won it that way.
Well, here we go. 3:35 left in the second quarter. It is 28-0. The Rockets have the ball on their own 39-yard line. Reed strolling out here.
There he is to Mr. Phillips again, one-on-one.
Going to get to the edge.
He tried to stiff on, but he kind of swiped and missed.
And Coach, he was a little too far out for the stiff arm. He was a little bit too far, but good job in catching the ball. And one thing you got to take consideration when it comes to Central's receivers, and we watched this during the pregame warm-up. Coach, they did such a great job with catching with their eyes, not just their hands, but catching with their eyes. And they did a phenomenal job. And what Coach Lockett is doing down there with the Rockets is nothing less than absolutely phenomenal and miraculous.
And with those receivers catching the ball like that, Coach, we want to give a couple shouts to their receiver coach and offensive coordinators who are doing a great job at Miami Central.
That's a first down. They're on the Mavericks' 48-yard line with 3:13
Yarby's back
and counting.
in. They hand it to Yarby. He's outside, and they have him, and he gets away, but he only to the line of scrimmage.
Coach, and you know what the thing is? I'm finding this one thing out is that whenever they have either Cook or Yarby, they are holding on for dear life. I don't think you can breathe with the grasp that these young men have.
Coach, I would love to see, what they do with this possession here.
Well, we've got 2:37 remaining in the first half. Reed throws the ball out to.
Look out, Coach.
Number one, he's got to move all over the place. Drops the ball.
Looks like we're going to get a flag. Finally, it's going to be a face mask, Coach.
Flag goes out.
Looks like it should be a face mask.
He picked up about 12 yards, and we've got a halftime interview, so we're going to send Damian Hunt down on the field with Reed Webster, who's running our field camera tonight, and they're going to catch Coach Lockett on the way to the locker room and get his thoughts of the first half. About 2:22 remaining in the first half. Penalty goes against the Mavericks. It's a big one. 15 yards brings it down to their own 20-yard line. And the Central Rockets will have a first down on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be first down on the 20, Coach, and it's 28-0, 2:22 left in the second. And Central threatening again.
We got Yarby back in the backfield with Reed. Trips to the left-hand side.
Archbishop's in the 50, 60. They're in the 61. Playing man-free across the board. And that's been a dangerous set for them all night with this speed of Central.
Very dangerous.
Here we go. They're back to pass. He's got a man in the corner of the end zone. Overthrows.
Overthrew him.
Yes, Coach. He overthrew number 16. That was Jakari Lockett.
Wonder if that's a son.
I wonder. It may be.
Coach Lockett. That is Coach Lockett's son. Okay. Well, we've got second down and 10 yards for the Rockets. Reed is back in an empty set. 2:04 remaining in the first half.
He got a little pressure, Coach, and he overthrew Yarby. That'll make it third down, Coach. I don't think Central's seen a third down all night, have they? I think they saw one. They saw one.
1 third down, and the clock has been stopped at 1:57, and it looks like there's a timeout on the field, and as they take a timeout on the field, we too will take a timeout. You're watching high school sports on the NCRA Sports Network.
There are over 1,800 colleges and universities in the nation. There are over 10 million high school student athletes that graduate each year. Only 0.08% of these student athletes that graduate receive full scholarships.
We're here, we got your back.
And you can go back and get your college degree and come back and help us, man.
It all started with a dream. And now it's up to us to keep it alive.
And we are back to live action with 1:57 remaining in the second quarter till halftime. The Rockets are up 28-0. They've got the ball third down on the 20-yard line. They've got Reed and Yarby in the backfield.
And he's walked Yarby out to the left, to the wing set. The snap. He looks. He fires. Complete.
Wide open for a first down to about the 6-yard line. That's number 1, Frank Herron.
That's Brown Jr.,
Davies
Coach.
Brown Jr., I'm sorry. Bring up first down and goal from the 6-yard line. The clock is stopped again because Mr. Brown got out of bounds. With 1:49, they started back up. We're under 1:49. First and goal.
He's back to pass. He's
He's
going to
looking
run.
left and right.
He's got 6 if he runs.
Takes it in and he scores easily.
That's a Rocket touchdown
Rockets score again
from
with
7
1:32.
yards out. That's from 7 yards out, Coach.
Makes it 34-0.
It's a 7-yard dash to the end zone for Reed.
Pretty assured of this extra point going through good.
Extra point number 13, Emilio nailed it.
Emilio's setting to kick. Point pending. The snap is good. It's down. It's up. It's perfect.
Nailed it. Nails it. Your score with
Well, we've got a score 35-0 with 1:32 left in the game. In the half. You can see it's 35-0 with 1:32 left in the second quarter. They still have time. Put more on the clock. What they want to do is run this clock down, and we will have on the broadcast archives, you'll watch it in a day, you'll see the interviews of the coaches that we've got the pregame and the Coach Lockett that we'll get at halftime, and then we'll have a postgame interview. We're looking forward to seeing what happens the second half of this game. We're bringing it back here to live action. Central Rockets are really having their way with the Mavericks, 35-0 with 1:32 remaining in the first half. Kick is going to be almost through the uprights. Mavericks will take the ball first and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
first down and 10 from the 20. For Archbishop Mccarthy.
We have an update. The score, Dillard 21, Miami Norland 14. Cypress Bay 21.
21, Miami Norland 14.
We have Cypress Bay 21, Deerfield Beach 0, right before the half.
Fans, don't forget to stay put for the halftime festivities with your cheerleaders, flags, and your rocket marching band.
Well, the Mavericks take the ball first and 10 on their own 20-yard line with 1:31 left till the first half. Let's see if Bisson can do anything with this.
He throws it out. It's complete for about a 4-yard gain, Coach. 4-yard gain.
You're going to need a little bit more than that.
Marco Cooley. Gain of 4 yards on the reception.
The Mavericks in their hurry-up offense. 1:26 left in the first half. 35-0 Rockets.
Bison takes a snap. He's looking to his right again. He tries number 9 is again.
And, Coach, that was really close. Number 2, Mr. Hunt, was right there to make a play.
Marco Coley was trying to make another identical catch. Stops the clock again with 1:21 remaining in the second quarter.
I don't think I'd be stopping the clock here, Coach, because I wouldn't want to give the Rockets another opportunity here. This could easily turn into a 40-point game before the half.
Yes, it could.
Coach, they strike extremely quick.
Matter of seconds. Snap is back. Vice
Pressure,
is
and he's down.
He is sacked by
Number 7.
That's number 7. That is Devin Reed.
So that'll make it 4th down, Coach. And do we have a timeout on the clock? No, the clock's running.
I think they would do well on 4th down and let this thing run all the way down because they are still going to have time left on the clock.
I was wondering whether Central was going to call a timeout or not.
Oh, my.
And there it goes.
Central did call timeout.
Coach, they gave up about 18 seconds.
Well, as Central talks about this with a 35-point lead and 48 seconds remaining in the second quarter, we're going to take a break. You're watching the NCRA Sports Network.
Come on down to Bruce Room. Great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. You found the right place. Come on down to Bruce Room. Great taste is just the beginning.
And we are back to live action with 48 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It's 4th down and 13. The Mavericks are going to once again punt the ball from their 1-yard line. And we've got
Cook.
From nationally ranked returners.
We got Cook and Carter. Coach, it went straight up in the air, and it is out about the 26, 27-yard line.
That was a 13-yard punt. No,
26-yard line.
No, he's backing up. That was a
11-yard punt, Coach.
Actually, it was about 8.
8 yards on that punt.
But it wasn't a return for a touchdown.
Exactly, but they still have 41.8 seconds to play, and Yarby's back on the field. Quarterback's back on the field. The Rockets, the poor Mavericks, they have to feel a little depleted at this point.
Let's see what they've got. Reed is back with Yarby. Trips to the right. I'm sure he's going to give his own read. He does. Yarby's looking for his spot.
And he's tripped up by number 7.
Picks up about 3 yards, and I think they will. No, they're going to call a timeout. Central is going to call a timeout. Okay, well, do you have any box scores?
Yeah, Coach, we got some updates on scores around the county. We have an upset in the making. We got Miami Jackson 19, American Heritage 10 at the half.
Oh, my.
Coach, we also have Miami Norland 21, Dillard 21, Miami Norland 14.
Wow.
We have Cypress Bay 21, Deerfield Beach 0. That's coming up on the half. And we still have Northwestern up 21-0 over Hollywood Hills coming up on the half.
Well, we've got 34.3 seconds left. The Rockets are looking to put another one in the end zone, obviously, calling a timeout. Coach Lockett not happy to go at halftime with 35 points.
It looks like Emilio's running down, getting ready to use that leg, that weapon he has, Coach.
Got Reed and Yarby in the backfield, trips to the left-hand side. I'm sure it's going to be another zone read.
or one-on-one to the backside there, Coach. They have one-on-one again, and that's not a good matchup.
I think you're right. He's looking to the right. He's
He's
wide
got him.
open.
One-on-one backside, Coach. Touchdown, number one,
Good call, Coach DC.
Tavius Brown Jr.
That was a real quick one.
That makes the score 41-0 with 28 seconds left in the half.
We will have plenty of highlights for the Wednesday night high school sports review.
Oh, yes, Coach. We will have nothing but lights.
Still have 28 seconds left on the clock.
So it's not done yet. It's 41-0, extra point pending.
Got 21 points in the last 3.5 minutes. Kick is up, and it is good.
It is perfect.
With 28 seconds remaining in the second quarter, it's going to be 42 for the Rockets. The Mavericks, 0. Might be getting a little drizzle coming down out there.
Yeah, Coach, slightly a little light drizzle there. You see, Glenn, when we are watching these Rockets, they're making it rain, Coach.
The longest minute in high school football, Central Rockets and the Archbishop Mavericks.
I would say, Coach, I've been a part of a couple long minutes before. And I think the last time we were a part of that long minute, Central was involved.
Yes.
And I believe it was with Miami Northwestern.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
So those minutes get long when Central is on the field.
Well, we know where this ball's going. It may go through the upright, so the Mavericks are going to take over the ball on the 20-yard line.
Well, Coach, he probably can get this one right under the upright because he's kicking into a little wind there. So we'll give him 65 yards, maybe 70, not 75. Okay, here it is. It's up. It's there, and it's 65 yards, Coach. 5 yards deep in the end zone.
And once again, the Mavericks will take the ball over on their own 20-yard line with 28 seconds remaining in the first half. It's the Rockets, 42. The Mavericks, goose egg.
0, nada.
And they better be careful.
Coach, it looks like we're going to have that running clock in effect real soon. In the third quarter, I think the team can opt out of it, but in the fourth quarter, it's mandatory.
Well, let's see if they are going to take a knee. Bison's going to take a knee, or is he going to go try to throw one deep?
Coach, I would try to get to the house only down 42-0. He's looking and he's throwing. Look out, they got it. It's out of bounds.
My goodness. And once again, he stops the clock.
Coach, my fear here, if one of those talented athletes happen to intercept the pass, it could be really ugly in a flash.
Yes. The sideline was his friend.
And Coach, you notice we haven't seen Davon Cook on defense any at all tonight.
No, we haven't. We haven't had to.
He's only played punt return. He's probably only been on the field for about 8 plays the entire half.
And I think he's got over 200 yards, total yards.
In those 8 plays. He's a football player. Quarterback draw is an option. He flips it on the ground.
Better pick it up.
And he's out of bounds to stop the clock again.
I think the ref is going to bring it down to 11.1 seconds. And we are going to squeeze every tenth of a second out of this last minute. 3rd down and 10.
Does Central have any more timeouts?
I hope not.
They may be taking him, Coach, for another shot.
Well, stay with us at halftime, folks, because we've got the Rocket Band. We've got updated scores for playoffs around the counties, and we will have color commentary on those games. Again, another incompletion is going to bring up another 4th down with 5.9 seconds
There's
left.
a flag.
There is a flag on the play.
Catch the band.
For the halftime festivities.
Come down there and catch the band real quick. And there's the Rockets band coming out to put on their show. We saw them down at Sun Life Stadium, and they put on quite a show. We know because they're right next to us. I think the drummers are in the next room over.
Coach, I think the drummers are sitting next to us, behind us. They're so loud, they're really doing it.
Okay, we're back to live action. That was a first down for the Mavericks, 5.9 seconds. They're going to run this one out. Incomplete pass. That does run it down to 0 points. And we are finally at halftime, and it's 42 Rockets with the Mavericks nothing.
Coach, this has been one first half to forget for the Mavericks and a first half to remember for the Rockets.
As they take it to the sideline or to the locker room, we are going to take a quick break. Stay with us. You're watching the High School Sports Network. This is the NCRA Sports Network.
By the way, your score from that.
Come on down the booze room. Great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and
Boost you, your Miami Central Rocket marching band.
Well, we came back live for you, ladies and gentlemen. We want to show you on the field that we've got a crew down there, Damian Hunt, and that's Reed Webster. And they are down on the sideline right now talking to Coach Lockett on the way out and asking him his thoughts on the first half and if he wants to put another 42 points up the second half and make this an 84-point football game. And while they do that, the band is setting up as well. I know I cut in from that commercial, but we want to make sure we grab these guys live.
Coach, I want to tell you, we have another score. We have another score update. We got Northwestern at halftime leading Hollywood Hills 31-0. We have Booker T over North Broward Prep 49-0. And we have Jackson, Miami Jackson that is, over American Heritage 19-0 at the half.
Well, we're going to let you enjoy the Rockets band here, and we'll take a quick break, but you'll be able to hear them. We're going to mic them up, and we will be back with you shortly with more updates as the scores come in. We'll bring them to you, and we'll be back for some more color. Damian will be back up in the booth, and Damian and Coach DC will give you some analysis from the games around the county. You're watching the #1 high school broadcast network in the nation that covers not only high school sports but high school events. This is the NCRA Sports Network.
You're watching the Mighty Mighty Rockets marching band. And of course, you will be able to watch the Rockets marching band tonight on NCRA Sports Network. At this time, I'd like to give a shout out to Blondie Vildor watching the game.
Blondie, we see you, baby. One of our star prizes out of Boyd Anderson High School. Watching the game up there from the Nazarenes. That's Blondie Vildor, a Boyd Anderson Cobra that came through the Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation, watching South Florida football. And we enjoy having you, and we were talking about you today, Blondie. We had an academic mentoring playing the game seminar today at Piper High School. We were at your school yesterday, Blondie. We had the whole team there, and I'm waiting for somebody like you, the cream, to rise to the top. So we appreciate that shout out from Blondie Vildor, fine young man who's going to be going places and a superstar coming out of the Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation.
Those are the sounds of the Rockets. As you see the Rockets come marching off the field, just blowing their way off the field, pretty much like their football teams blowing through the Mavericks.
We're back now. Hope you enjoyed the Rockets. Damian Hunt is back in the booth. Damian, you got a chance to talk to Coach Lockett on the way out. 42-point lead. What were his thoughts?
Well, Coach, one of the things that I asked Coach Lockett was that, first of all, it amazes me how Cook has well over 200 yards, all-purpose yardage. And another thing that, what is the biggest thing that he feels that they need to do or to improve on, if any? And what Coach Lockett said was that he wants to work on continuity. He wants to make sure that they're very smooth. I mean, he wasn't cocky by no stretch of imagination, but he also knew that most likely they have this game in the bag with a 42-0 score. But one thing that he did was say that he wanted to make sure that a lot of those penalties that they had, they don't go out of the game with those same penalties, and also to get better in their passing game and also get better in their running game, blocking, field goal kicking, every phase of the game he wants to do better in to prepare for what looks like to be another Central versus Northwestern game coming up next week.
Is that when that game will happen? Is that when that game will happen next week?
Yes, that game will happen next Friday. I'm not sure whether it will be here at TRAZ Powell or whether it will be at Sun Life. But at this moment, Northwestern leads 31-0 over Hollywood Hills, and you know what it is here. It's 42-0. So therefore, it's a lot of nothing and a whole lot of something else. So they should match up very well, Coach.
So we're going to have a rematch maybe down in Sun Life Stadium.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Tice versus Mr. Cook and Mr. Yarby.
Well, it'll be a burner. It sure will. And we'll keep you posted on that now.
And Coach, with that being said, I would love for that to be our game of the week next week. So I'll be definitely contacting Coach Lockett.
Okay, we'll be in the booth. Hey, you were talking, who are we going to have this week in the booth with us at the Wednesday high school sports review? Okay. Well, we don't know if they're able to show up. That's okay. Do we have any updates? Any updated scores that you want to bring us?
Well, right now everyone's pretty much at halftime. We have Northeast leading Dwyer 3-0. We have Dillard leading Norland 21-14. We have Booker T up 49-0 over North Briar Prep. All these are halftime scores, folks. And we have Northwestern 31-0 over Hollywood Hills. We have Cypress Bay at half 21-0 over Deerfield Beach.
Deerfield.
And Coach, those are the high school, and of course Miami Jackson. Right now they're pulling the upset over American Heritage 19-10 at the half.
Well, let's talk about what we've done the last couple days. What really the meat and potatoes of what we're all about here, and we're brought to you by Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation. And the last 2 days we've been at Boyd Anderson High School, and today we were at Piper High School. We were able to, because of the coaches and also Pat Lowe, who is the assistant principal at Piper High School, got us in there, and we were able to do some academic mentoring, showing the young athletes how to play what we call the recruiting game. It's one of our mentoring sessions that we do with the student athletes, teaching them on the first session how to put together their high school resume, which is a very, very important component of being able to get to the next level. And like I told them today, and I threw a lot at them, it's not going to be hard to get to the next level if you use the system. We've got to keep you in so you get through and bring home that paper. And the most important thing is what we always say to our young student athlete is that there is no charge for this program, but the charge is that you come back and you pay back by jumping into the Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation. And we are proud to have, just like we shouted out earlier, Mr. Blundy Vildor is a product of Keeping Dreams Alive. Mr. Kevin Grooms up in Marshall is a product of Keeping Dreams Alive. And we have several others, hundreds of them around the nation right now. And we want to give all of you guys a shout out that are watching us today, because it wouldn't be without you guys, this program wouldn't exist. And it's all about student athletes empowering and making better choices. So if there's anything that you need, I want to throw up on the screen a couple of emails. First email is mine. You can reach me at Glenn, Glenn, at NCRASportsNetwork.com, or you can reach Damien at Damien, Damien, at NCRASportsNetwork.com, or you can reach Coach DC at NCRASportsNetwork.com. You can also hit us up on Twitter at NCRA Sports, and my son Glenn Stout IV will be able to hit you back on that. We want to remind you that on Wednesdays we have a program at Brews Room in Coral Springs. It's called our High School Sports Review. We've had 12 live broadcasts. We brought through some of the best athletes in the nation over the past 12 weeks from Broward and Dade County, and they've been representative by not only their schools but their coaches that got them there. We are involved with Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation throughout Broward and Dade County, also in Knoxville, Tennessee, and soon to be in Utah and Los Angeles. We are very fortunate to be able to bring these programs to these young student athletes, and it's about empowering those who are less fortunate to be able to make better choices with good likely outcomes. We do not give them anything more than making better choices by giving them better likely outcomes. And we ask for your assistance, and we ask that if you want to help us, that you will contact myself, Coach DC, Damian Hunt, my son Glenn Stout IV, my other son Ryan Stout, And Ryan will be home this weekend. Next weekend for Thanksgiving, he's playing ball up at Point University, and he has a bunch of our KDA athletes that have followed him up to Point University, and he does a heck of a job mentoring them and keeping them in school. So it's important for us to know that you are there, and it's important for you to know that we are here, and we are here. We've been here since 2001. Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation was founded by Mr. Pat Lowe and Ben Hanks. Ben Hanks is out of Liberty City, Overtown, coaches at Booker T. Washington. These two young men went to school together at the Florida Gators. They won a national championship under Steve Spurrier in 1996 and came out and had a dream. And Ben Hanks' dream was to have a place in his neighborhood of Overtown where he could have young children be able to be parked in a daycare and be safe while their parents or their guardians went to work. Well, that was back in 2001. We are currently looking for a place in the Overtown area to have that daycare facility run by Keeping Dreams Alive Foundation. We're also very, very involved in all of the urban communities in Broward and in Dade. And we also have an agreement with Knox College in Knoxville, Tennessee, to be able to get that school up and running with what our partner and director in Keeping Dreams Alive, Silk Cozart, brings to us. He is the director of education and entertainment. His dream is a school that he's put together that's based off the SEED project, and it is called the Dream Academy. And we have big plans. We've got big plans for student athletes. We have big plans for innovating this high school sports network. This high school sports network is brought to you because we want to give an internship to the student athletes to have a place to be able to learn a trade and be able to come back out and plug them in. We want to be, and we will be, the largest high school sports network in the nation. And doing that, our economic impact will be huge because we'll have student athletes and students from around the country learning how to run a production company, and that's very important to us. As you can hear, the band is coming back to their seats. I'm going to take a break right now. Don't go away. We're going to take a short break. As we do, stay with us. You're watching high school sports from the NCRA Sports Network.
There are over 1,800 colleges and universities in the nation. There are over 10 million high school student athletes that graduate each year. Only 0.08% of these student athletes that graduate receive full scholarships.
We're here, we got your back.
And you can go back and get your college degree and come back and help us, man.
It all started with a dream. And now it's up to us to keep it alive.
If you're sitting out there and you're wondering, you have to start that process.
Education comes first. You never know what the future holds.
Gave me a better opportunity to make it in life. Live your dreams.
How far are you willing to go?
You're watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the nation, covering high school sports, NCRA Sports Network. We're back to you live. We also want to thank Brews Room for letting us be hosted at the Brews Room every Wednesday night. They allow us to use that space in there, and they're a great sponsor for us. That's the Brews Room in Coral Springs. Now, we're back out here live action with Damian Hunt. I'm Glenn Stout and Coach DC. Fellas, give me your thoughts.
Coach, the first half. The first half was quite interesting. I thought that Archbishop, towards the end of the half, would just try to get out of the half and let the clock run out. They continued to attack, and at least try to attack. And they ended up turning the ball back to Central when they were already down 35-0, and Central pops up an extra 7. So I think what Archbishop's got to do is get back to what they started the game with, trying to run the option, run outside, run quarterback draws, spread them out, and kind of control the clock to keep this thing from really, really getting out of hand. What about you, Coach Damian?
Well, Coach, and again, I spoke to Coach Lockett, and also I spoke to Coach Walker before the game. And you could tell these are two coaches that have huge, enormous pride. And Coach Walker wants to make sure that his best foot is forward. Same thing with Coach Lockett. Neither one are going to give, as you saw with before with that last 48 seconds. You're talking about Central actually, calling timeouts to score. You're talking about Archbishop Mccarthy keep threatening to go downfield. Right now, Central's getting ready to receive the ball, and I'm going to suggest that they kick away from anybody that has
a green jersey and a black jersey on.
Well, exactly. I mean, go for an onside kick. But then again, you don't want to give Central a short field. I mean, it's a catch-22. Dang if you do, dang if you don't.
Well, right now, Coach, they have to figure out what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to go onside, Coach.
Hey, I'm playing the lotto tonight.
Here we go. Second quarter, onside kick. Good bounce. Ball is still loose. Didn't look like any of the Mavericks really wanted to get to that ball.
Coach, I was downfield just before halftime. I saw how Central was hitting. I wouldn't want any part of that either.
Beat him up.
That kick was covered by number 33 of the Rockets. His name happens to not be on the roster that I have.
Well, we'll take a look over here. Number 33. Not on my roster either. I'm sorry about that, folks.
But number 33, you know who you are. You recovered that onside kick. Excellent job. Okay, the Rockets have the ball. They're in a wing, Coach. They're in a double wing. This is a surprise. Looks like it was going to be a double handoff. Ended up being a single handoff and a pickup of about 9 yards.
And both of these backs run with such authority, Coach. They're graceful, but at the same token, they are moving, like nobody's business. And I'll tell you right now, the great thing is that they're actually making sure that they're doing that ball high and tight.
They're back in that wing. Here it is. Fakes the handoff, and Cook slips as he tries to turn upfield. Loses about a yard.
Good job by the turf monster on that play. He was legitimately the only one that was actually going to catch Mr. Cook.
It'll bring up third down and about 3 yards for the Rockets. I guess they've shown enough.
Yeah, Coach, right now for Archbishop, it's really nowhere to hide out there. It's really nowhere to hide.
And they got Cook and they've got Yarby on the wing.
Without a back. They're running their own style of wing T there, Coach.
Little pitch
They
out to
toss
Cook.
it to the edge. What foot speed?
Tuck
He's
it
going to
in,
get the
to
corner.
house. Oh, it was very close. Picked up about 16, 17 yards. Cook, well over 200 yards in the first half. Looks like they're going to have a little fun in the second half.
Oh, yeah, Coach. They're bringing out stuff right now that Northwestern's going to have to spend time defensing when they probably won't run it next week.
Exactly.
But they're giving them a lot of different looks.
Well, Coach, I mean, right now this is what we call your in-game mode during practice mode. And you're doing all your practice stuff during the game time.
Another pitch to Yarby around the right-hand side.
Coach, he's just running
hard
through tackles.
That's the weight room right there. Picks up another first down and another 15 yards. Got to be real careful. That's Weisson's the quarterback.
And Yarby goes under the bench, and he's down.
Oh, boy. That's what you don't want to see. Exactly what you don't want to see.
I just think he took a little shaking up there, but we'll see what happens.
I don't know, Coach. I haven't seen Yarby move yet. I mean, that's what you call a frustrating tackle. And you don't want stuff like that. That's very dangerous. You never want to see anything go down like that. And pray that this young man is all right. Keeping in mind, ladies and gentlemen, he's only a junior. And he's creating havoc the way he's creating havoc. And that tackle looks to be from Archbishop Mccarthy. That looks to be looks like number 17, Nick Podesta. And Mr. Podesta, there's no room for that here in high school football.
Well, they just rolled Mr. Yarby over, and they're talking to him. He's still down on the sideline. But it looks like he's, all his extremities are moving, so he looks pretty good down there as far as that is concerned.
The Rockets will take the ball first down at the Mavericks 13-yard line.
Coach, if you want to see a fight on the football field, hurt one of your players, and I don't mean hurt as in.
What a move by Cook. I thought that was a quick whistle.
That was definitely a quick
whistle. That
whistle.
was a quick whistle. His knee never went down.
Coach, again, just going back, if you want to see some fight out of a kid, and I'm not talking about physical fight, but I'm talking about a mental fortitude. And it looks like Yarby's all right. Thank God.
That cheer from the crowd is for Yarby sitting up on the sideline.
I'm gonna go off on a limb and say that's it for Yarby for the night.
That'll bring up second down and about 15 yards. Cook's coming off as well.
Number 8
is up the middle. Zone read, number 8. That would be Malik Adams. And coach has probably decided after that Yarby incident, he needs to get those big guns off the field because they've got a real game, a real physical game next week.
Well, not only that, Coach, you got you got the rest of the playoffs. Say they do get past Northwestern for the second time. You don't want any of your big time stars, hurt.
Give us the number 8 again, Malik Adams.
Yeah, Coach, and he takes that down to the 5-yard line, which will make it third down and about 2.
At
Cook
the 11-yard
walks over
line.
to Yarby to check on his counterpart.
Sorry, at the 6-yard line. It'll make fourth down and about 3 from the 6-yard line.
And Coach, that just goes to show you the type of family environment that's over there at Central. These are two young men. Of course, they want the best. And
Yarby's up, Coach.
Yeah, I'm going to say that he's going to be out for the rest of the game. But again, it just goes to show you the family, the family environment over there at Central. And it's beautiful to see that these two young men care so much about one another.
It's fourth down, Coach, with a flag and delay of game. The initial indication from the back judge is delay of game versus against the Rockets.
This is the first week of the playoffs. We've got games all over, actually, the state of Florida. We're covering the majority of them for you in Broward and Dade County, as we have all year during the regular season. And it looks like the Rockets are going to go for a field goal. He'll make it about a 27-yarder.
And Thunderleg is out there.
He kick it over the scoreboard. Kick is good. It'll bring the score, the Rockets 45, the Mavericks 0.
And with that being said, Coach, there's an update on the score. We have Dwyer in the third quarter leading Northeast 10-3, 5:55 left.
Oh, my. Well, Mavericks will get the ball back again. And it will probably be on their own 20-yard line. We know that he'll kick it out of the end zone. See if they can muster some offense up. You're watching high school sports on the NCRA Sports Network. We are the #1 high school sports network in the nation, covering high school sports and events. And we don't just cover football. We'll roll into all the other sports, including the girls. We will give a camera on the girls. So stay tuned for all that action. We also have the rights to do all of the Broward County All-Star games, All-Star events, and we'll be covering that for you as well.
Looks like they're going to kick off, and Archbishop only have 10 players on the field. And here comes the 11th player.
He don't want anything to do with it.
I was getting ready to go out there, then I saw that they were playing Central.
Well, the way he kicks, Coach, you can only have one out there because you don't need any.
Well, Coach, I'm saying again, Central knows that this ball would be kicked out of bounds, but you have to love the tenacity that the cover team is going at Archbishop McCarthy, and I have to give Archbishop McCarthy a lot of credit. They're not backing down.
Every time Central lines up on defense, they have this little jumping scheme that they do. So I guess that's the motivation to get them started to just keep shutting people down.
Absolutely.
And, of course, you may see the crowd for Archbishop's kind of light, but it's real healthy over here with Miami Central.
That's a strong offense. He's going to give it to Bison. He's just going to run it to the left side. He can't make the left side. He's going to try back to right. You got number 9 that hunts him down for the Rockets. That is Devontae Declos.
Coach, this is going to be this has been a long night, a very long night for Mr. Is his name Vikens?
It's Vincent and Brandon Vincent. It's not. And they came out with I would say a power. I guess some type of power backfield. And I tell you right now, Archbishop McCarthy, I think right now they're just doing their best job to survive.
Coach, if there's a timeout on the field, I really believe Archbishop's basically thrown in the towel at this point.
Well, as they take a timeout, we too will take a timeout. You're watching high school sports on the NCRA Sports Network.
Come on down to Bruce Room. Great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. Found the right place. Come on down to Bruce Room. Great taste is just the beginning.
And we are back to live action out here at TRAZ POWELL Stadium with the Rockets up 45-0. Mavericks have the ball. Second down and forever. Bisons is back to throw. He throws a quick screen over here to number 4, Boyd. Boyd picks up about 3 yards, and he gets knocked out of bounds very hard.
Wow, Coach, do you see that recovery speed? That recovery speed for Miami Central. They run sideline to sideline with the best of them.
And that was actually number 50 again, Mr. Keon Burgess. Again, all over the field, Coach. He's another young man that we cover often, and he's doing a great job. Make sure he stay in the game.
As you can hear in the background, the bass drummers are having their own little solo.
And I made sure to turn my mic off because mine will pick it all up. So you gotta love it. It is high school sports.
Little solo there, coach. You gotta love it.
3rd down and 15. Here we go. Bison's back to throw.
Deep.
Overthrows his receiver by about 3 yards. It'll bring up 4th down and 15.
That's just excellent coverage by number 17. Trayvon Nottage. He's a senior, 5'8", 175. Plays a lot bigger. And Cook's back to return this punt. Along with number 18, Roderick Carter.
6:08 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Mavericks are back to punt, 4th and 15. Cook is back there, like you said, Coach DC.
And I'm telling you right now, Cook sort of just waltzed on the field because he knows most likely they're going to kick away from him.
Kept the kick. It's in play. They're letting it roll down to about their own 48-yard line. The Rockets will take over 1st and 10 on the Mavericks' 48-yard line. Be interesting to see if they go back into that double wing formation and who they line up.
He actually got off a 31-yard kick there, Coach.
That'll help his average tonight. He's averaging about 6 yards a punt.
That should bring it up to about 9.
And when he does put it in the field of play, it's taken the other way.
Yeah, his net point average is his net punt average, Coach, is not very good.
Coach, the only net that you're talking about is a net that you can most likely catch fish with, and there's a lot of holes in it. Because that's exactly what his net kicking average. But right now, Central right now are just doing things to button up some loose ends, and we'll see what they come out with. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't score again.
Well, we've got 5:54 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Coach, these 50 spots, that's what they're looking at now, a 50 spot. And we'll wait Central to come off the sideline, and the Mavericks are on the field already. That's a first, Coach. The Mavericks are on the field before the Rockets. Normally the Rockets are on the field, and the Mavericks come off after that. So the Rockets will have 1st and 10 at the Mavericks 48. And looks like we have a new quarterback, Coach, number 11.
Who's also the linebacker.
Here we go, Mavericks on the defensive side of the ball. The Rockets on the Mavericks 48. 1st and 10. New quarterback in the ball game. Throws a short one over there to number 16. We're going to get some new numbers, new players in the game.
That's Lockett.
That's Lockett. That's Coach Lockett's son. It'll bring up 2nd down and about 7. New quarterback, number 11, Brandon Diaz, who's also a linebacker. He's a senior, 6'3", 215, a big boy. Gives the ball up the middle, number 8, zone read. He's going to catch the edge, but no, Visons is there to get him. There's a penalty marker down. That's Adams that ran the ball.
And there's another flag on the play.
Take a look at this. You think they're having fun? Take a look at the Rockets band getting at it. You can hear them. We might as well let you see them. They are right next to our ear.
They're going old school out there for us, Coach.
This is actually by EU Doing the Butt from the 1980s, Coach. I remember this song from the old movie School Days, directed by Mr. Spike Lee.
Gotta love it. Back to live action. 2nd down and 14 for the Rockets. Great camera work by Elijah Thompson. Sophomore at Westminster. Plays golf for Westminster. Quite a golfer.
He's got a man wide open.
Number 1, Bisons to try to run him down. He gets him at about the 6-yard line. That was Tavius Brown Jr. He's got to be approaching 100 yards.
That's a 42-yard reception, Coach.
Not a bad reception for that quarterback that just came in.
Not bad, Coach, but it's kind of difficult to get that wide open 42 yards down the field. Maybe they forgot he was out there. Did he come off the sideline?
Coach, to be honest with you, it's not that difficult when you have that much speed, Coach.
That'll bring up 1st and goal at the 7-yard line, 8-yard line.
And, of course, Mr. Vincent runs him out again.
He's all over the place, Coach.
Brandon Diaz, senior backup quarterback. He's going to take it quarterback draw right up the middle, and the Mavericks are moving him towards the goal line for a pickup of about 5 yards.
Yeah, I never understood the whole concept of tackling forward and pushing them forward for extra yards. And you always, I was always taught, grab them, bring them back. Even if you have to slam them back, you bring them back. But they tackle forward, and it only helps out with their rushing yardage.
And their average. Coach, at the end of the third quarter, it's Dillard 21, Norland 14.
Whoa.
And at the end of the third quarter, it's Jackson 26, American Heritage 16.
Oh my.
Upset, double upsets.
Rockets on the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And here goes the Rocket Band.
Quarterback follow. And he follows it into the end zone for a score.
Brandon Diaz bowls his way in there. 250-pound, 6'3" quarterback scores for the Rockets.
That was Tim Tebow-ish.
That was. He took about 2 to 3 defenders with him, didn't he?
And he did, Coach. And the thing is, he just took the whole Archbishop Mccarthy defense with him.
They're going to go for one.
Coach, a fast update. It's all tied with Norland and Dillard. 21 all.
Uh-oh.
Fourth quarter, 10:51 left.
Uh-oh. That's what I'm talking about. That's high school sports right there.
They're trying to get back to the Citrus Bowl. They did it last year, undefeated. We covered them in the 12 and 20. You want to see them, they're on tape. Kick is up, and the kick is good. That makes the score 51 Rockets, Mavericks. Who said?
Coach, he kicked that like 2 minutes ago, and it's still going right now.
Yeah, he can really do it.
And here you'll notice Miami Central Band, they are just getting loose right now. They don't even care right now. It's a party up here in the stands. They're having a good time. The football team having a good time. Cheerleaders having a good time. NCRA sports, we're always having a good time.
And we're having a good time.
Oh, man, it's party time. It is party time up this way.
3:43.
The party has started early here with a score of a little over a half a century plus 2 to nothing.
With 3:43 remaining in the third quarter, the Rockets, as you heard, are up 52. Mavericks, nothing.
Yes, Coach. I really don't even know what to say about Archbishop. Only that, hey, they keep fighting, they keep running, they keep trying to do stuff, and it's not really working all that hot.
Well, they're kicking the ball back off. Little cool breeze coming in right now off that ocean. Cool breeze coming in off that ocean.
Feels good, Coach. I mean, it's not too cold, and it's just nice, just right.
Hey, if you're watching us, I got to give a shout out. I got to give a shout out to our fans in Senegal.
Woo, Senegal.
There are 10 of you watching us from Senegal, and you guys are outrageous. You guys are watching the whole game. 10 people watching this game from Senegal, Africa. Thank you for watching the NCRA Sports Network. You guys got it going on.
That is absolutely special, Coach. Glenn, this is a vision, and this is a dream that is now turned into a vision that's now a reality, and it's absolutely amazing. You can't draw this up. This is just something that's meant to be, and we're having a good time, man. I mean, this is absolutely awesome. Having a ball.
It's all about the kids.
Yes, it is. Archbishop with the ball. Looks like a little counter at the quarterback. Number 71 wraps him up. He didn't go anywhere. That'll be credited as a sack, minus 2 yards.
Yeah, that was by Brandon Hurst, the senior, 6'2", 241 pounds, they say. But Coach, I'm giving him at least 260, 270.
Yeah, Coach. When he grabbed him and he grabbed the quarterback and he climbed on his back, the quarterback disappeared.
He swallowed him, Coach. He definitely swallowed him.
Coach, 240 might be being a little bit light in the pockets.
Coach, 240 is probably just half his body.
Timeout Green. That's timeout Miami Central.
Central takes a timeout with 3:04 left in the third quarter, and as they take a timeout, we too will take a timeout. You're watching high school sports from the NCRA Sports Network. Stay with us.
Come on down the Bruce Room. Great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. You found the right place. Come on down to Bruce Room. Great taste is just the beginning.
And we are back to live action down in TRAZ Powell Stadium in Miami-Dade. Here with the mighty Rockets. Our third game, we've covered them this year, and they've looked nothing but impressive, more impressive.
Under pressure, number 50 and number 9. And a great defensive play by number 24. Is that 24 or 34? 24.
Yeah, 24.
We have a score update, Coach. Coming out of Broward County, it's Booker T. Washington. It's a final, 71. North Broward Prep, 0.
Coach, did they wake up and even play?
Oh my. That got the band riled up.
We have a timeout, and before we take a break, I'll give you another update on the score. It's all tied up between Norland and Dillard with about 8 minutes left in the game, tied at 21.
And we'll enjoy the We'll enjoy the Central Rockets marching band. They're loving their Rockets, putting up 52 points, over 500 total yards, close to 600 total yards of offense.
Looks like it's third down and 11. Miami Central on defense. Is a toss. It's going to be a reverse. He's got a lane, and he's dragged down.
No, Coach, he had a lane.
It closed.
It closed very fast.
The door was open, but it closed.
Number 33 closed that down quick. Number 33 on our roster.
That's just tremendous foot speed by the Rockets.
Not on my roster. Who's 33, Coach?
33 is not on my roster, but it was 33 and 57, 37. Okay, now they have 18 and 19 back to return the kick. That's Christopher Hodge and Roderick Carter. That means Mr. Cook is taking a break. He's taking off his helmet.
With frustration, I might add, Coach. That means he's not touching the field again.
No, he wants to be out there, but Coach Lockett has decided that he doesn't need to. The punt is an end-over-end kick. It bounces high in the air. It's bouncing.
Number 10 would be wise to touch the ball. That isn't a down ball, only because the ref downed it. That little slap, I guarantee you, Mr. Cook would have grabbed that thing.
Yeah, Mr. Cook would have picked that one up.
Well, we've got 150 remaining in the third quarter. The Rockets are up 52 to the Mavericks 0. And they have the ball on the Mavericks 45-yard line.
Another score for you at the end of the third quarter. Jackson 26, American Heritage 16.
We've got Brandon Diaz back in at quarterback. He's got trips to the left-hand side.
And looks like Central's playing a lot of backups right now, Coach. Handoff. They can't bring him down, but he gains 5.
That's number 8, Adams, on the give.
That was Adams. And of course, folks, as you can hear, it's live here. That Rocket Band is blasting.
Well, Coach, they're definitely using every aspect of the word rocket. I mean, they're sounding off. They're moving fast. I mean, this is exactly what we came to see, and this is playoff football at its best.
2nd down and 5. The give is right off the right-hand side, and he's still moving. Picks up about 16 yards. That's Malik Adams on the carry.
Yeah, Coach, they're all fast. From the first team to the 7th team, they're all fast.
Not sure why the referee stopped the clock on that.
First down, Coach. In the 4th quarter, it'll be a running clock.
No running clock. Oh, in the 4th quarter, okay.
In the 4th quarter, this game will go to a running clock.
We're under a minute. Give
There's
again.
one of those plays that I talked about early on that Archbishop makes here and there. There was one of them. Nice play.
That was
number
a good play.
6 and number 17.
That was a
Let's
good
see
job.
who that is, Coach. Number 6 and number 17.
That may be the last play.
Number 6 was Jesse Cortez, and number 17 is Nick Podesta. Want to give those young men a little spotlight there with an excellent play against a very top-ranked team, Miami Central.
They will get one more play off before the 4th quarter starts, when we will have a running clock.
Final screen, Coach.
Here we go.
It is
Number
going
10,
to be
it's going to take it.
Touchdown.
24-yard touchdown to number 10 right before, at the end of the 3rd quarter. That's Anthony Jones, wide receiver, a sophomore wide receiver for the Rockets.
And, Coach, he broke 3 tackles and scored. You know, like I said,
they'll load up.
The Rockets receivers, they're not looking for a place to fall. They're looking for a place to go to the end zone.
And I've been asked, what do they look like? Are they seniors? How many seniors they have? And my answer to that was, they just keep loading up.
Yeah, they don't rebuild at Miami Central. They reload. Same way at Northwestern, Booker T. You know, you look at those schools, they just reload every year.
So you're saying Miami?
Yeah, pretty much.
305.
There's a few schools in Miami that don't reload, but they all do.
Kick is up and good.
And as you will notice, Coach, not one single school in the county of Dade were undefeated, because it's just so tough to come out of Dade County undefeated. So, you know, you come out with 1 or 2 losses, and, you know, you go up and play other teams, and they have 1 loss, no losses, and they really have fits with you.
Well, at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's the Rockets 59, it's the Mavericks 0, and we're going to take a break. You're watching high school football on the NCRA Sports Network.
Come on down to Bruce Room. Great taste is just the beginning. First thing that you'll notice, this is your kind of place. When you sit back and relax, you're gonna love the taste. Good times don't go to waste. You found the right place. Come on down to Bruce Room. Great taste is just the beginning.
We're back to live action. The start of the 4th quarter. Rockets 59, Mavericks nothing. The Rockets are going to kick off once again.
Yeah, and the Rockets are up 59-0, Coach. It's getting to really not look real good right now. That one may be returnable. It is.
Number 9 takes the ball, brings it out to about the 23-yard line. That's Marco Coley for the Mavericks. That will be the first time that the Mavericks have started on a kickoff outside of the 20. They're at the 23.
Right, Coach, a +3.
+3.
And, Coach, we have an update. We have a big update here. We have 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The score is Miami Northern 28, Dillard 21.
Oh, my. The tide is turning back to the 3:05. Mavericks have the ball, first down at their own 24-yard line. Bison pitches the ball back to Boy. He's got the corner. Number 52 is chasing him. He takes it to the 40, down to the 35-yard line. Boy just picks up about 45 yards.
That was 56-yard run, Coach.
56-yard run. He tried to get to the corner. He got there, but number 52.
That 56-yard run will help give them some offense on the plus side, because with all those sacks, Coach, they were pretty much negative yardage.
That was Marquise Hodge that ran him down. Otherwise, he was taking it to the house. It was a nice run by Hodge. Here goes Bison on the option. He pitches it back out.
That'll gain about 2 yards, Coach.
Boy picks up about 2. He's tough. Jumps right up after running 56 yards. Grabs the ball. Takes off. We've got a running clock. We're under 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Rockets leading 59-0. Putting up some big numbers tonight. We expected it. You guys talked about it during the show. And we knew this was going to be lopsided.
Yeah, Coach. I kind of figured a 60 or 70 spot. But, you know, that's like I say, that's why they play the games. But on paper, they just outmanned Archbishop. It was just incredible.
Mavericks have the ball on the Rockets' 34-yard line. Second down and 8. Give his I formation. Running back is number 21 on the give. He picks up about 4 yards.
And that was a good hard run, Coach.
That running back is number 21 is Mitchell Marrero for the Mavericks. But then again, you know the Rockets, Coach, are getting in their second and third stringers. Give them some playing time so that they'll be ready to go next year.
Oh, yeah, Coach. That's one thing I love about what Coach Lockett does. He's always trying to get his younger players some reps so that they don't just go into the next year or the next week green. They're getting some kind of playing time, and that's beautiful.
Third down and 5. Vincent back and pass. He throws it to a slant pattern. It's incomplete. It's going to be fourth down, and we know that they're going to go for it. Clock is running just under 8 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. It was kind of a weak throw. It looked like the young man, he's been beat up pretty good tonight.
Yeah, Coach, and number 21, he actually did not play the ball, because if he would have played the ball, that was a pick 6. And, Coach, it's just been a long night for the Mavericks. And the Mavericks called timeout to make it even longer.
Well, as they call a timeout, we too will take a timeout. You're watching high school sports on the NCRA Sports Network.
There are over 1,800 colleges and universities in the nation. There are over 10 million high school student athletes that graduate each year. Only 0.08% of these student athletes that graduate receive full scholarships.
We're here, we got your back.
And you can go back and get your college degree and come back and help us, man.
It all started with a dream.
Okay, folks, we're back live. Here we go. And the Rockets are offside. So that may give them a first down.
That hard count got them. And it's going to be close.
It will be close. I think they'll need to measure for it. All depends on the spot. Where he spotted the ball, it's a first down, Coach. With that spot, it is a Maverick. First down.
Maverick first down on the Rockets' 26-yard line. We're just under 7 minutes, 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mavericks on a drive after Boy on a 56-yard scamper. Vicens takes it up, picks up about 6 yards, 6 hard yards right up the middle. It'll bring up second down and about 4.
Looks like the clock's still running, folks. It's 7:07 and counting left in the fourth quarter with the score Miami Central 59 and the Mavericks 0. They're on the 19-yard line going in, handoff. He's at the 19, he's at the 18, he's at the 17, and he's down about the 17.
That's a running back, Boy, number 4. Close to the first down. It'll bring up third and about 1. DC, that temperature's dropped about 10 degrees up here.
Oh, yes, Coach, and I'm loving it. I'm just loving this temperature. It's beautiful. A beautiful night here in South Florida. Getting that breeze off Miami Beach, South Beach, Sobey. Hey, we love it. We got a play action pass. He's rolling to the left. He throws a screen back to the right. He's got a lane. He could score. And he is in for a touchdown.
That's number 21.
Big hit, but touchdown Mavericks.
Number 21, Mitchell Morero, on a beautiful little screenplay set up. And they get their first points on the board with 5:53 in the fourth quarter. They're not going to go out of here with a goose egg.
Well, Coach, Central was trying to preserve that goose egg, but the egg is out of the basket.
That's okay. They're getting a lot of players in.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of players in, Coach, and it really doesn't make a difference. You know, you want to get your players some playing time. That score won't change the outcome. Good, and the kick is good. It was nice to see Archbishop put together a nice little drive. They actually drove the ball, Coach, 69 yards for a score.
And it was all led off by Boy on his 56-yard scamper.
Right.
When he got it down there, it almost broke it down the edge, and they kept momentum, and they got it in the end zone.
That's
and
beautiful.
actually, Coach, by the way, they started on the 23-yard line, so that was a sustained 77-yard drive. There you go. There's that Rocket Band.
Yeah, that band's been going all night with the cheerleaders. The cheerleaders down there. The cheerleaders are right down there. They're right with that band.
Hardest working band and cheerleaders in South Florida. The Rockets.
There's the Rockets cheerleaders. They're grooving. They're moving. They're having fun. So, folks, just enjoy this. This is live, Rocket style. As we get ready to go back to live action, the Mavericks will be kicking off. I anticipate an onside kick here of some sort.
And for some reason, they stopped that clock.
Wow. The
5:09.
clock did stop at 5:09.
In the fourth quarter.
With a 52. Mandatory water break, we've been informed. It's a state law.
Gotcha. Let's roll that thing. Here comes that onside kick. Nice bouncer. Going to go out of bounds. Kicked it a little bit too hard and going to be brought out to the 40.
Yeah, they usually put it at the spot if it's above the 40, I believe. So the Rockets will take over about the 41-yard line, Coach.
If you want to contact me, you can contact me on my email at glenn@ncrasportsnetwork.com. On the screen, you can catch Damien.
As you see, The Rockets are celebrating, folks. The band, they're moving.
And here's DC's
They're grooving.
email.
They're styling. They're profiling. They're letting you know it Rocket style.
And our Twitter, at NCRA Sports. At NCRA Sports, we do it live. This is Glenn Stout with Damian Hunt on the sideline and Coach DC up in the box. And we've got Elijah Thompson on the main camera. We've got Reed Webster down on the field with Damian Thompson doing play-by-play. So, folks, when you see the highlights, not only going to see it from the top, you're going to see it from the bottom as well.
There's the handoff to number 8. He slips at about the 49 for about an 11-yard gain, Coach. And a first down.
They're in a hurry-up offense.
Central's in the Rocket offense. They're in their Rocket offense, Coach. Number 11 at quarterback.
Up by
off to number 8.
52.
There's some big gaping holes up there, and it looks like it could be trouble. He's got the corner. He's got the edge. He runs one over. Number 8 just pounds over number 45.
Malik Adams on a 32-yard gain, but there is some laundry on the field down at the 23-yard line. We'll see what the call is.
That was Malik Allen on the run.
This is NCRA Sports covering the first round of the playoffs. This is our game of the week tonight.
And that was Nick Marcente on the end of that blow. Looks like Nick's will. What class is Nick in? Nick is a junior. So Nick will remember that next year.
Well, we're almost under 2 minutes to play in the game. The clock is running. Penalty marked off. Brought it back about 15 yards, so they'll have it 1st and 10 at the Mavericks' 35-yard line.
Coach, and these backups are enjoying their playing time. Just imagine being a backup in high school. You never get to play that much, and you're playing in the first round of the playoffs and making plays. This could be out of bounds about the 17-18.
Adams on the run again. He picks up about 17.
I think they heard that Booker T score, Coach, and they're trying to at least get 60 here.
Well, we're under 2 minutes left in the game. They're down to about the 18-yard line. First down won't matter what the down is. It's what the time is left on the clock. They've got time for a couple more plays, but it only takes a matter of seconds. Number 44, first carry of the game. That is Karan Bell, a senior running back out of the Rockets. His first carry of the game. And they're in a hurry-up offense. We're coming up on 1 minute remaining in the game.
And they're about the 15-yard line. They haven't thrown the ball, but they are running it.
Give us the number 44 again. He busted up the middle to about the 6-yard line. That's Karan Bell.
And they're running plays, and they're running them quickly.
We're under 45 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter in the game.
Almost like watching Oregon out there.
And Bell looks back at the clock. He wants to get one more play in. He's trying to hurry up his quarterback.
And Archbishop runs offside.
Well,
number 52.
There's a penalty, but that penalty is going to run out the game. We've enjoyed being down here. Myself, Glenn Stout, Damian Hunt, and Coach DC. What a show the Rockets have put on tonight, not only on the field.
12 seconds and counting. Are they going to run a play? They ran offside again to stop the clock, Coach.
Well, we're not going to get another play in. I'll tell you what, it was everything we expected to see and more. Next week, going to be a rematch of what we saw this season when the Bulls and the Rockets did it in Sun Life Stadium. And we're looking forward to seeing which game we'll pick up in the second round of the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, Coach, and I look forward to it. Folks, the final score here, Miami Central Rockets 59, the Archbishop. I'm sorry, it is not a final yet. It is not a final.
They're going to give them one more play.
The game cannot end on a defensive penalty.
They are going to give them one more play. Well, Mr. Bell, number 44, you know he's going to want to get the ball. And I think that they ought to just say that's it, which they do. Any final words, Coach DC?
Coach, it's final score here, 59-7. I'm looking forward to next week. Looks like Northwestern and Central on a clash. It's going to be something special.
Clash of the Titans in the 305. It certainly will.
Yeah. 305. We'll be in the house here at TRAZ Powell next Friday night at 7:30.
We're looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday night for a high school sports review, and then Friday night for our next game of the week, the second week of the playoffs. This is Glenn Stout. I've been with Damian Hunt and Coach DC. On the sideline camera, Reed Webster, and up on the main camera, I've got Elijah Thompson. You're watching the NCRA Sports Network, the #1 sports network in the country covering high school sports. Thank you for watching. See you Wednesday.